Hello and welcome back to the Garion Tabletop. I am Garion Reaver and I am back in Wildermyth. This is the Eluna and the Moth campaign. This is part 6, chapter 3, and we are the heroes of a feather. We are fighting the Thrixl, and we'll just very quickly run through the people. If you haven't seen the previous 5 parts, you should go check those out first. This is continuing right on. We have Silent One, the hunter who uses fire arrows. We have Ambleton, the warrior who is a tank. We have Ty, who is a archer-based warrior. We have Vikander, who is a frontliner mystic. And we have Iggy, who is a poison hunter. For the first time in this campaign, we sort of have a bit of time to kill. So we will head down here, catch these, do these ones as well, and then come up scouting through these to go find Powla, who has gone missing. Powla is Vikander's sister. Relationships, she is married to Ambleton. She has a rivalry with Iggy. Silent One is dating Powla. Ambleton has a rivalry with Powla. First things first, let's head down to recruit. The new recruit. The two options for legacy are Jaya or Senia. I think I'll go with Senia. And I'll go with Shield Shear and Broad Swipes. And in case you are unfamiliar with her, she was in Shoelord's company. She was my main tank and damage dealer in that. Well, main tank, certainly. She has a Fang Axe, which I could probably do with replacing. But apart from that, yeah, she has blue skin. Don't worry about that. Vikander and Ty went into town amid a hum of tension and talk. North Snare always this boisterous? Senia's just like a monster. Something got all the way up here. Nasty thing was trying to creep up from the forest. Senia took care of it. It was something to watch. It was gross. That wasn't just a fight, it was a performance. I swear I saw her stop to look back at us and wink multiple times. Where is she now? Out by the barns, cultivating a fan club. Anyway, a few days rest, some potent brew, and I'm sure I'll be top of my game again. They're at North Snare, then. Well, just the one, so not at the moment anymore. What? I feel I don't know what's going on here. I hadn't wanted it to come to this. Sounds like you've got quite a knack for taking them down, though. We're looking for that. We? Yeah, they sound a bit similar, sorry about that. Vikander, Heroes of a Feather. I've heard of you. Senia. We've heard of you, too. Recruited. So she is a 2-star legacy warrior. Her abilities are she deals damage to all foes within range, and she is good at getting through armor, which is very helpful in this game. So first, let's go down here and get these ones we missed. Oh no, there's actually quite a bit of infestation, so let's go deal with that first. Oh wow, I've just realized Iggy and Senia were married in a different reality. Yeah, I forgot about that. They may even have a child. Hang on. Yeah. She has a child, Renvan. So does Iggy. Okay, so they do still have a child in a previous version of the world. Like, it's really sort of nebulous how any of these campaigns are connected. I see them as, like, parallel universes, almost like Final Fantasy, where they use a lot of the same names and characters and even personalities, but they're sort of essentially completely unconnected. So I will send Ambleton, Vikander, and Silent One north to patrol, while sending Senia, Iggy, and Ty over here to get ingots and spell threads. That's sorted, and then down here to get the next one, 2 hides, because I'm shortest on those. That's cleared of infestation, but now that we have 6 people, we are just going to work as 2 separate groups, so we will assault here with the 3 of these. Rumours of deepists have led Heroes of a Feather through tangled woods to the site of long-forgotten ruins. Wind-worn rock and decayed edifices are all that remain of this ancient city. How could a civilization like this just vanish, leaving no trace even in local histories? Dragging footprints. Probably our deepists. I wonder, had the deepists come here before? Well, yeah, they've been here for 4 years. We just didn't fight them because we didn't have time. To travel all this way, they must have had some plan, some motive. What better place to gather than new recruits?
They're oath-takers. It's remote, removed from watchful eyes. The stonework that's left could be put to new purpose, to build their halls and altars.
I guess we're not the only ones who've learned to use what the dead leave behind.
The dead. Sometimes you forget most of them were just plain ordinary folks living their lives. You know, with all the usual hopes and fears and everyday concerns. Labourers, tradesmen, they would have walked these roads same as us, greeted each other grown older day by day. And in one of those houses, a weathered elder would delight the youngsters with fantastical tales huddled around a hearth.
You've given it a lot of thought, love. Wonder what kind of lives we would have lived if we'd settled in a place like this.
Weshelwhip! Sounds like our quarry.
In an open pit in an old amphitheatre, deepists slink and mutter, plying at loose stone.
Thoughts? Do we just charge in?
Bunch of them standing under that pillar? How about I bring it down?
Wow. Crash. Intimidation, all foes suffer 2 damage. 4 horned children in total, a chosen, a slinger, and a woken. Talking in cracks and crumbles, viciously throwing itself at whatever it sees. Deep chanting voice echoes as its girth goes bowling through the bodies of its lessers. Loading a sling and swinging it round, panic rises in its slack face until the stone flies. And a fire spirit. Okay. Who is going to get that? He has a special weapon, so I probably don't want to replace his. Vikander does have a greatsword, which is very handy with the temporary health. So probably Silent One. He does have a stone weapon, but no, screw, I'm just going to get the legacy points. It's going to charge straight up with Ambleton and get the legacy points. Because I don't need the weapon. So, legacy. Yeah. Vikander interfuse with a pillar. And then... Alright, interfuse with a broken wall as well. Silent, move up to here and shoot the Hornchild. Ambleton, Guardians to kill a second. The thing with Horn Children is they're small and numerous, but have like high armor and warding. Like 2 armor is high when you've only got 1 health. But the thing is, Vikander is incredible at killing them because the 1 damage from Indignance just goes straight through all of their protection. Ambleton is going to just charge straight up. We're not particularly concerned about their deepest threat here. Silent, however, is going to move up to here and then Silk Step. And Vikander is going to move up to there as well. Prophet's Fury, that's not good. Hornchild's moving up, but it can't get within range of... Oh, yeah, that killed it when it did something. The Hornchild actually cannot approach Vikander. It will die the moment it tries to approach her. Sorry, I didn't mean to shoot that. I meant to hover over it. Empowered by Faith always knocks back. Okay. Well, now I know what it does. And it's dead. From the flanking. Good work, Ambleton. Vikander, move up to there. Indignance that. And Discus. Yeah. Is that everything? I think so. Yeah, it was. That was a very easy fight. Deepest haven't been empowered much. Moon Spear. +1 damage to Thrixl. I think I'm going to give that to Vikander? Question mark? It's a damage improvement. It's a tier 2 weapon. Gets rid of the leaf. Yeah, or I'm gonna give that to him. Her, sorry. Yeah, that looks pretty good. As their breathing stills, they hear the chittering of birds, the buzz of bees. Overgrown grasses rustle in the breeze. Gone quiet. Think that's all of them?
We should be sure before we move on. Ancient settlement like this is bound to be hiding places.
Not far from where they fought, a section of flagstone appears to be coming up. Vikander pries away some with her toe, uncovering what appears to be a way below. Is this supposed to keep rhyming? With a little more effort, they widen out an entrance.
How deep is it?
Stairs. Nifty, wondering what's down there?
Any reason not to go?
Down they climb into the ancient city's underbelly. Slimy things skitter away at their approach. A rancid odour hangs in the air.
Torch over there. Let me just...
In a splash of light, their surroundings take colour and shape. The passage opens into a small enclosure, an oval room. Bits of rotted wood and matted straw form the pale suggestion of a bed at one end.
Smells, doesn't it?
Not a dungeon or a tomb. It has all the trappings of a living place.
Were they mole people? Scattered around the rooms are what remain of a life's possessions. Most are decayed or moth-eaten beyond recognition.
There's a garment of some kind.
Ugly doll thing.
If the Deepest found this place, I'm guessing they didn't see anything worth taking. But there's one item that catches Vikanda's eye, a small bone flute set upon a stone pedestal. Alone, it seems to have survived the passage of years unmarred. Moon-coloured, its surface is smooth, polished by the press of ancient fingertips. It begs to be held again.
There's a look I know well.
There was a bard, Joe Aguirre, who used to sing of a people cursed by a mossy mud spirit. Their tongues were garbled so that one could not understand the words of another. But a melody they found, hadn't lost its meaning. I wonder what songs these ancient people used to play. Whether they would mean something to us if we heard them.
Where it's placed, I think it was treasured by the hands that held it. Well looked after.
Take the flute, obviously. Bone flute, warding and charisma. Of all of them, Vikanda has the lowest warding, so yeah, give it her. Vikanda moves forward and carefully plucks the flute from its stand.
It was crafted for a purpose, not to lie in silence and obscurity, but to be played, heard. Even though we've forgotten their names, their words, it's a small way we can honour them.
Taking it, do you sort of mean it's like a nip of immortality for whosever it was?
They put out the torch, make their way back to the surface, and seal the passage behind them.
You know, it's probably covered in ghost spittle. Going to give it a good scrub down? Classic Ambleton just being crass. Chosen gets extra armour, not a problem. Secure the site, find an item, we've got time. Down in the south, the tannery is complete, and we can move up to start scouting on the way. 2 heartwood and 4 spell threads, pretty good. And a gravel pelt brooch armour. I'll give that to Senia because she's going to be my secondary tank. And move down to this outpost. 2 more hides, please. Oh, the Library of Light. Alright, this is an opportunity that I have previously done before. I did it with, I think it was Jaya. So I'm just going to skip this one. But we will head out and do that. And, yeah, alright, go with Iggy. You know, is it Iggy? Who is it? Silent. Go with Silent. So that they go as a group rather than splitting up my 2 groups. Iggy sometimes wondered if the bow made of bones was cursed. Oh yeah, he is a bow made of bones, forgot about that. Not because it seemed to be, but because it would make sense. Iggy needed some things that made sense. But the weapon behaved in the usual way. Quiet, in the way that inanimate objects do. Until Iggy found himself in the Hermit Plains. It's that buzzing tension you get when you visit the site of a childhood memory.
Huh? You seem to know this feeling.
You don't? The strange bit is, though, they're not my memories.
Whose are they, then?
As the nights passed, oh, there's a ghost behind him. Oh, there's a ghost in front of him as well. The answer became clearer. Huh? After a number of mornings into their trek,
there's nothing here. No monster sign, no recent ruin, lots of shrugs from the locals. Good to know there are still peaceful places.
Wait! There is something. Think I know where to.
What do you mean?
If I'm right, I'll tell you. If not, we'll pretend it was something totally plausible anyway. Iggy led them out past a tiny field town, along a road travelled mostly by grasshoppers. As he gripped the bow, its pull grew ever more insistent.
Huh? Oh no! Not for the sake of all that's buried, Where did you get that?
The bow?
Thought I'd left all that armoured storm baggage behind.
The armoured storm?
Rings a bell.
Did you actually have those powers from the stories, or was that just flourish? I make a point never to listen to the stories.
But you could become towns feared you. You murdered.
Executed. And I didn't execute anyone who didn't deserve it.
That's not the way I heard it.
That's why you never listen to the stories people tell about you. No one's going to get it right, and if you try to argue with them...
So why am I holding this bow?
Because sometimes you execute the brood of a sorcerer, and sometimes sorcerers are willing to go to great lengths to give that brood a chance to avenge themselves. The weave the bones into weapons approach is melodramatic in my opinion.
At least it's not Mothagi.
And now they've led you here to the most out-of-the-way brush pile in Hermit Plains.
The bow went cold in Iggy's hands. Breaths of old grief and rage blew across his memories. That was the hooded figure that led him to the bow in the first place.
If you think killing me will accomplish anything, it won't. I don't want to fight you. I've done nothing but tend to my patch of field for years now, and I'd like to continue for as long as I've got left.
We'll follow your lead on this one. Avenge the bones or leave the woman alone. So, the story, if I'm understanding correctly, is that she executed, in inverted commas, a lot of people, and some of them want revenge. I don't think he's the type to get revenge like that. He's too good-natured, so I'm going to leave the woman alone.
Dredging up this old fight isn't our job, and it does the Yondering Lands no favours. You know what does, though? Using this bow against the current threats.
Around the edges of Iggy's sight, something stares.
You know I'm right.
The field goes quiet, as does the agitated pulling in Iggy's head.
Almost sounds like that mercy thing people go on about. Feels different from this side. Before you go marching against those threats, let me give you something.
She re-emerges from the hovel with a sack.
The last remnants of a life I no longer lead. I would have tossed them into the dunghole years ago, but they're good pauldrons. Couldn't bring myself to waste good pauldrons. They don't need to be stuck here nursing old wounds with me any longer.
The trudge back to a familiar land is just as bug-blown as the trudge in, if not more so. Bold move of you back there.
Following a hunch is fine, but not too far beyond your own judgment.
Armoured storm pauldrons. Yep, so she was definitely an evil person, right? That's what we've established here. Armour and potency, it's got to be Vikander. She is the only person in the party who uses both of those things. So Vikander gets the pauldrons. And a further 2 hides, I guess. Because apparently I don't need to do any fighting. Oh, we have an incursion. Oh, and it's headed there. Alright, you guys, travel there instead and set up a defense. Prepare defense, let's go for a tier 3. Tannery's established, and let's scout here, and then we'll go and join them. We should have time. Oh, Mustrox, Bogmore, extra armor, 2 dart, and Bard extra damage. No problem there. One of the forest trails dribbles into swamp, disappearing among pools and rooty trunks. Dragonflies garble the air with their wings and whirs. Swamp Witch. That's who I'd expect to see here. Some mysterious woman in a wide hat. Mist that weaves around her and eyes that flash like coins in a well. You must enjoy an ugly game. To come here, I mean.
Whoop!
Thought I'd met a Swamp Witch suddenly. Who's to say you haven't? My name's Ravio Coppergarn. Some there are that call me Lucky Ravio or the Fortune-Throwing Man. Some just call me the Gambler. Wow, I'd love to work out a name train like that one. Oh, it gets exhausting sometimes. Sometimes I like going unknown and unmeasured. I appreciate a good persona, that's all. We all want one that folks will tell tales about. I'm getting some honesty, aren't I? That's rich coin between folks like us. Ravio produces a small box banded in bright brass. Behold! He sets it on a stone. A chance meeting reminds us that chances are fleeting. Here's a small betting box. How about 2 strangers wager together in the wet marsh? The game is guessing what's inside. And your word is your wager. You'll pay what you say. Trinket, precious materials, the essence of life itself. Well, that'll be an item. That'll be like materials. That'll be something I don't want to wager, so I'm just going to go with... And last time it was this, because this one has come up before. Last time it was the essence of life. I'm going to go with a trinket, though. A trinket, you say? Or some worn article like my gravel pelt brooch here? Open it, then. Senia flicks the lid open. And there's nothing like what you said. It's 4 things. The 4 staples of a craftsman: wood, metal, hide, and cloth. Materials, damn. Apologies, I didn't say it'd be easy. I was sure, I had a feeling. That thing you're wearing, your gravel pelt brooch, I'm afraid I'm entitled to it. You'll wear it well, I hope? Maybe you'll come gamble it off me someday, but for now, as we say, fare ye well on your way and lighter be your step. She's still wearing it. That's it there. That's the gravel pelt brooch. They go their separate ways, Senya and this person known as the fortune-throwing man. Sometimes Senya will remember their chance encounter in the betting box, and a wry smile will twist her lips. Yep, so she's lost that now. Damn! Anyway, travel up to there, join the others, and wait for the siege. Ooh, we barely got that built in time, because they're just about here now. Defend it with all 6. The deepest have come. A twisting odour grows on the air, fetid and fungal and fruited with human stink. How should we respond? Use our knowledge, harry their approach. Vikander attempts to harry the ranks, but winds up running for her life. Damn, she's going to be late to the battle. She starts out stunned. The Woken, Hornchild, Chosen, Slinger, Mustrox and Woken. Whole body grinding together like a slate stack, fungus wreathes in its fumes of decay. Okay, this is terrible tier 3 defences. Tier 3 defences is a house with 2 massive open doorways. And she's stunned for 2 turns. Iggy, go exploring out here. There's a Woken. Ty, can you do a volley of arrows here? To kill off a Slinger and a Hornchild. Iggy goes Silk Step. Senya's going to come hold this side on her own. Ambleton's going to hold that top door. I didn't mean to guardian him. Whoops. Plebs will just get into a position. And Silent is not in range of anybody. Oh, there's the Mustrox. And the Woken are both coming round into the massive open bloody doorway on this tier 3 defense. Shoot the pleb. The pleb shoots the Woken. And then the other pleb kills the Woken. Nice. Open the door. The Chosen is right there, so I'm just going to charge him. Yeah, wait for him to come to me. Move to there to get an accuracy boost, and then shoot the Mustrox for a little bit of damage and a little bit of poison. Silent, shoot the Hornchild, which dodged. Ty, shoot the Hornchild, and got it. Senya, hold the left. Good bit of Guardian damage and dodge the return. The Woken's coming in and calling. The Mustrox charges through 4 of them. Another Chosen and 2 more Horn Children. Vikander is here, good. You can come up then, do that. And then Iggy switches weapon, goes here, and that was apparently not flanking. That was, though. Kill the Chosen. Ty moves there and shoots a Hornchild. And Silent shoots the other. Gren pulls back and flanking shot. Senya charges out there and thwack, stopping him from calling another. Mustrox. Ooh, almost one-shots Iggy. Damn. Senya blocked. Another Chosen and another Mustrox. Alright, Mustrox is dead, and Iggy... I cannot believe Iggy's almost dead from just one hit. Killed the Woken. The new Mustrox is down there, so we will... volley of arrows. Wow, to one-shot the Mustrox. So I think there is just one Chosen left, and he's probably up here. Nope, there he is. Oh, 2 of them. Okay. Well, Guardian there, because they've got to come to me. And then rush to help. Back up a little, and Guardian. Senya's going around to flank them. It moves up, gets hit. Armor protects him. Second one is... open. Oh, it just opened the door because it has hands. Of course it does. Volley of arrows to hit both of them. Killing one. Oh, killing both. Wow, volley of arrows is powerful. Maybe that's the real benefit of tier 3. Good work. Silent 1 leveled up. As a swift action once per turn, Silent may move to a tile adjacent to a fire within 4 tiles. So you can, like, teleport to fire, basically. I'll go with Crippling Strikes, because that's useful. Iggy, I'm going to give him Endurance, because, wow, he did just almost die.